What's going on YouTube? It's your host Bruce GNT, and we are back with another video. So what we're going to talk about today is Yvonne Orji. I can't pronounce the name. I'm pretty sure it's not Orji. That's something totally different. Don't go repeating that. She's the host of Pop the Balloon on Netflix. So I heard about this a little while ago. I didn't really pay much mind to it because I was like, you know what? I feel like they're just going to make it into some weird spectacle. I thought it was going to basically lose the heart and soul of what most people like about Pop the Balloon. It's authentic. It's real as it can get, you know, when people know they're on camera. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over this news story and then see what can mine out, because I did see some clips from the Pop the Balloon on Netflix, you know, their version. I'll tell you my thoughts after.
It is so good to see you.
It is so good to see you, also knowing that we're GW alumni.
Look, we have a lot in common, but your story stands out. You initially were pursuing medicine.
I was.
At our alma mater.
Yes.
GW.
We hail the GW, go Big Blue.
Wow, the alumni office would be thrilled to hear that. And now you're doing kind of the opposite. You're providing medicine to people's souls.
Yeah.
Love lives.
Or as my mom used to say, you're a clown. You're a jester. I'm like, well, you know, comedy is good. Laughter is good medicine.
Yes.
Also, I have to say, I've known, well, I can't say I've known her, but I knew her when I watched Insecure. Great show by Issa Rae. You know, I think she's wildly attracted to Issa Rae. Also, I think she's I like her face, I like everything about her. She's gorgeous, beautiful. I liked her in the show. In the show, she was fine. She's fine now. She's fine all the time. I just want to say that, you know, she's fine.
No, she's like, no, medicine is good medicine. So, you know, here we are.
Yvonne Orji is best known for her Emmy-nominated portrayal of Molly in the hit series Insecure.
Oh, this is a date? Maybe I'm too sober to notice.
Her comedy specials, Mama, I Made It, and A Whole Me, and her advice book, Bamboozled by Jesus. But as she says, she was tricked into the life of her dreams. You were bullied for your, what you called Nigerian accent at the time.
Well, yeah, my formative years, I came to America when I was 6. And so, you know, I grew up in Nigeria. Everyone looked like me. Everyone sounded like me. So I thought that was normal. I come to Maryland and I'm like, will you people be my friend? And they were like, not sounding like that.
Here you are. Now you're hosting Pop the Balloon Live. Pop the Balloon Live is a speed dating style show that streams live on Netflix every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. In each episode, singles line up and ask questions to see if they're a match. If not, they pop their balloon. The series going viral on social media and even getting mentioned on SNL.
I'm looking for a baddie who quiet, thick, and loyal, because I'm not.
Wow, no pops. That's actually wild.
The concept was initially created by Arletta Mooley and her husband, Bolia Matundu, or BM, on YouTube. Did they give you any advice?
Well, they are EPs, and they still get to host their show on YouTube. You know, they have been really great in terms of just being like, they understand that this is a different show and it has to be just because it's live.
The franchise, with its cult-like following, hasn't entered the live arena without scrutiny. But Orji says she wants love at the center of the show and to host with joy, all with the hope that participants find genuine matches.
So it turns out her name is actually Orji. That must have been fantastic growing up, and especially in Maryland too. But look, my little bit of 2 cents before we jump like fully into it, and she says exactly what she wants to achieve with this, because look, I believe she has good intentions. Me personally, maybe I'm just bamboozled by her beauty. She has a beautiful smile. I just have to say that. Besides that, yeah, the thing is, right, it's not going to attract the same type of audience, which maybe that's not what they're going for. But as you can see, they've invited different races of people on the show, which a lot of people that watch Pop the Balloon, obviously being black, not all of them, but a lot of them are, they enjoyed it because it didn't have people that didn't look like them. They, you know, they saw it as this black love type thing. I'm not against that. I respect that. And honestly, I think they should have kept it like that. I don't think they should have went like this. But look, if Arlette and her husband, you know, BM, going to get their money, shit, do what you got to do. Get your money. I'm not mad at it, for real. I haven't seen a full episode. I've only ever seen clips of it. But for what I saw for the first episode, I'm not feeling it that much. Because the reason why it has such a cult following, because it really mirrors the reality of dating in this modern age, especially within the black community. Because for better or worse, you see all the different types of things that are mirrored within the dating scene today, especially in the black community. Because there's so many different things I could point out, like from the actual legit things that actually make sense when it comes to dating that people should be looking for, and then just the pure nonsense, you know, when it comes to the colorism, because it's in there if you pay attention. People popping because someone, I don't know, has shoes that they don't like, jewelry that they don't like. The stuff you hear is just nonsense, but it's things that you see in real time that you deal with. You know, I for one dealt with a situation where, because I dress a certain way, which I'm always going to dress the way I really want to, a girl wasn't really rocking with me. I didn't really care. It's not anything I haven't heard before. Trust me. But I feel like that's what's really missing. The Pop the Balloon Live. It's really missing that heart and soul that made it authentic. Because now it just seems like it's overproduced, and no one wants that.
What do you think we get wrong about dating today?
I don't know what we get wrong. If I knew, I probably would not be single no more. I think that...
And that's another thing, too. No shade to my girl. She ain't gonna call me, but you never know. No shade to her. Another thing that also attracts people to Pop the Balloon is that Arlette and her husband created this together. They're married, and seemingly they have a good relationship. So to have a single person that doesn't really know about what's going on in dating, and if they did, they wouldn't be single, hosting a dating show, you know. But then I guess you could say the same thing about me or other people from time to time. I don't give advice on dating or relationships. I just give common sense advice. A lot of times, a lot of this shit is just common sense, and people just can't figure it out. Because, you know what? I'm not going to say people are stupid. They just don't want to take the time to figure it out.
So much is so different. Our parents' generation was very simple. It was like, who's the breadwinner? Who's having the babies? You know, and then it was like, wait, women can go to school, we can make money too. And then it's like, they raise their daughters to be that. So we're all trying to figure out in real time, and nobody has the answers.
So if you were to make your pitch, why should folks be sitting down to watch this?
You know, I think that's what makes it so special, right? I think people should watch it just because it is that thing. It can inform maybe some mistakes you make in dating. So I think the show also holds up a mirror to us as viewers of like, am I her? Am I him? Have I done that? What can I do different?
I love it. Well, Yvonne, with these series, we love to end with a speed round. Would you be game?
Oh boy, all right, speed round. Let me lock in.
In our research, we found that you used to...
No offense, we ain't gonna go over that. That's not what this is about. Look, she's absolutely right. It's holding up a mirror, like I said earlier, to what is really going on, and then people should be able to take the time and really look at themselves and go, do I do that? Is that me? Am I the drama? Am I the issue? But that's not what people are doing. Like, legitimately, people are not doing that. They're not taking the time to sit down and realize or think to themselves, hey, look, is this me that's making the mistakes? Am I the one that's, you know, I now that I can see it in front of me and see how preposterous and just insane it is to have either these types of standards or to act this way or to speak to people like this, you would think people would look at that and think to themselves, oh, I need to make the change. No. What's happening is that, sadly, in a lot of cases, a lot of people are just being reaffirmed in their bad behavior and just going, oh, I know I'm not crazy because everyone else does it. And it's like, no. Trust me, I go through the comments in a lot of these videos, and what happens is that you just see people dogpiling on one person because they made a mistake, or maybe they said something, or obviously they're just nervous. Or you see someone just dogpiling on someone that honestly kind of deserves it, but still that doesn't make it right. And what I mean doesn't make it right, because these are the same people that are still themselves not really figuring out what's right and wrong in dating, and yet they're dogging on someone else when they probably wouldn't do any better, you know. But anyway, this is a short video. You know, I just wanted to touch base on this a little bit. I will be doing more Pop the Balloon videos. I've just been absorbed into other things, so you know, I'm bouncing around. There's a lot going on, but I ain't gonna bother you guys with that. So, as you guys already know the drill, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about this new Pop the Balloon. If you've seen the whole episode, like, give me a little bit of a brief summary in the comments below so I can see what I'm getting into. I'll watch it for her. I'll watch it for Yvonne. That's about it. Otherwise, I ain't really gonna watch it like that. I'll give it a chance, maybe. But goodbye for now. See you in the next video. Peace.